Hello everyone and welcome back. This is game number 2 of the losers round 6 matchup between Unicornattack and Ta. We are Heat of Mountains. That was chosen by Ta. He's over here in the blue is the Hojo. On the other side in red is the Mori is Unicornattack. This could be it for Unicornattack. If he doesn't win this game, he is out of the tournament. He's had a great run so far. Be sad to see it end here, but Ta has as well, so it's really meeting the minds here in this matchup, and I'm loving it so far. Both sides very similar to what they had in the last one, in that there's a decent amount of infantry and a lot of cavalry. This time both sides went a little more cav heavy than the infantry side, though Ta here is putting a decent amount of experience into his troops, which are mostly Naginatas, both monks and samurai, along with a couple Yari-Ashigaru. Unicornattack has some Nodachis and some katanas, fairly mixed infantry with some Naginatas, Yari samurai and such. But looks like we're having some early cav action here. Looks like he might be trying to... Ooh, light cavalry is dismounting again for Unicornattack. Didn't work out so well for him in the first one. He may just have a better idea of what he wants to do here. Looks like he might be trying to just sandwich all this cavalry in here. And it looks like both sides are fairly even so far. More light cavalry coming in, but that's a lot of horses running off. Looks like he actually did dismount a good amount of his cavalry here, so it could end up biting him just like in the last game. There's the Unicornattack, or Ta, pulling out. Unicornattack's cavalry is just in shambles there. The matchlock detachment here is just ripping through this light cavalry, already down to 25 men. So once again, Unicornattack has lost a lot of cavalry. It does not bode well for him in this matchup. And it kind of puts the ball in Ta's court here, in that he can attack pretty safely and just leave a couple spear units to fend off what's left of the cavalry. You see 3 units there. There are 3 over here, and all of them, I believe, are still mounted. The ones that dismounted ended up getting routed. Ooh, his matchlock detachment gets caught up. Maybe a bit of a feint trying to get him run into the Yari-Ashigaru. We'll see if that ends up working. Bow cavalry is also there in support. A lot of wavering here on the light cavalry. 1 unit gone, 1 is wavering and about to go. So this feint, and the matchlocks actually get out of there totally fine. So Unicornattack leaving his cavalry kind of to die here. The Yari-Ashigaru is wavering. Will probably rout soon, but done a lot of damage here. 2 units routed, and this light cavalry here is at 13 men. So Unicornattack is throwing away his cavalry quite early, and it might end up to be really bad for him, just like in the last matchup. So now the units have routed that Yari-Ashigaru, and will probably be going after the matchlocks here, who are, actually they are running, so they're not reloading, they're still technically moving. And they get smashed into by the cavalry, and will probably be routed pretty soon. Ta's captured building, that is the workshop, so he'll have that defensive bonus, which is always good to have in these big melee fights. You see that ends up turning the tide for him. He will be seeding the farmhouse here in the middle a little bit if Unicornattack decides that he wants it, which is also a pretty decent building as well, but definitely not one of the best. There goes the matchlock unit, so Unicornattack did get that off the field, but at what cost? Really, really high cost there to get that unit off the field. I see 5 units, cavalry units left on the field for Ta. That's a pretty nice little advantage there, 5 against 3. What about the infantry advantage? It's still very close like in the last one. It's too close to call at this point since the infantry battle hasn't even started yet. But numbers seem to be in Unicornattack's favor. Looking about 7 or 8 infantry units there for Ta. Decent amount more, maybe about 10 to 12. Doing a quick count for Unicornattack, though Ta's are a bit more experienced. 2, 3 chevron on pretty much all of them is a nice little advantage there. So Ta's getting his units ready and sort of reorganizing here up on this little hill, getting his cavalry on the side with the enemy cavalry. He may be using his cavalry for anti-cavalry action, or at least some of them. The katana cavalry is here in the middle. Might try and punch a hole through the middle like he did in the last game, though. It was a pretty good move and really opened up some serious advantages for him. He didn't take very good advantage of it. It still ended up working out for him. He may try and do the same thing here. The bow cavalry is shooting into the infantry. Looks like he's going after the really even shooting. Naginata monks, I'm not too sure. Maybe trying to catch him in movement. He's actually positioned himself quite well, and Unicornattack is really spread out right now. If he could take advantage of this positioning, he could just break this army up into little chunks and rout them one by one. Having the cavalry advantage is very good if you want to do something like that. And it looks like that's what he's going to do. Bow cavalry going into melee just to buy some time. Their effectiveness will be limited now that the infantry battle has started. The cavalry is being very patient there for Ta, maybe waiting for Unicornattack to play his hand, and again have the mobility advantage like he had in the last game. Very good to have that once the lines meet. Once your army's committed, it's very hard to sort of react to cavalry attacks Looks like that's going to be a strategy here. Unicornattack's moving his cavalry over here. One great guard in wedge formation. The great guard here for Todd is going to be there to stop it though, along with this Yari Ashigaru. So it looks like that cavalry attack, unless we see some serious micro to Unicornattack, will most likely get stopped. There's also a unit I should mention capturing the sword dojo for Unicornattack, so if you can get that in time, it'll be enough to counteract the workshop, but you might just need that unit up in the front. We see some wavering there on Ta's line, and a few units in red morale, so Unicornattack's got a nice position here. He's actually started to encircle Ta's main line here, which can be very, very bad for Ta. He gets some serious morale penalties there, and it's just very hard to hold the line when you're surrounded. The general's now in stand to fight though. Where's the general for Unicornattack? Oh my gosh, he's way over here in stand to fight. In fact, most of his army is outside of the radius. That's going to be very bad. You see these units here on the edge are in the yellow and red morale. There goes one unit routing right there, right in front of us. All these units got routed right here, and horses running everywhere. Looks like there are more units dismounted. Yeah, maybe that unit right there. Or maybe those are the horses in the general. That's probably it. More units running in for Ta, and it looks like Ta's going to pull this one out, putting himself in a good position in both of these games. You could say it's a pretty good macro sense there from Ta in this game, and the last one as well, the whole match actually. A lot of wavering here for Unicornattack. Looks like Ta will seal the deal here, punch his ticket into the next round of the loser's bracket. 1, 2, 3 units routing. 3 left here standing and fighting, but all are blinking and wavering. 1 goes. 2. Great guard running here in the rear. Oh, there they go. 1, 2 units are gone. Knocking out a monk over there. 46 men is wavering and will rout shortly. There he goes. Just the general here left. At 29 men. That's all that's left for Unicornattack. His hopes in this tournament are finally extinguished. What a great run he had. 19 men broken. There it is. Ta gets the win, 2-0, and moving on, loses round bracket. I'll see you back on the main menu. Those are 2 very good battles by Ta, I thought. It didn't look that impressive from the micro aspect. You know, there weren't units running around all over the place like you normally expect, and it was a bit of a grind fest, but that's not always a bad thing strategically, as Ta had really good positioning there. I mean, we could say that was a very good macro match there from Ta. His positioning was so good on his infantry. He was able to break up his enemy into chunks in the second game. In the first one, he found that hole right in the middle and put his cavalry right through it, even though he did get really hasty on that cavalry attack. When you have a lot of time, like you have an army with a ton of infantry, and you know you're going to stand and fight for a while, and there's nothing threatening your cavalry, nothing to stop them, take your time and set them up, and get a really good charge off and just blast through them in one charge. You could win the battle in one charge, but it ended up being very close there for Ta, but he pulled it out. Game 1, won it in Game 2, splitting the army up into chunks. The Unicornattack was caught on the move, and it was not very good for him. He did manage to get a bit of a surround there on the main line for Ta, but it just didn't work out for him. The cavalry was there to stop it, and losing his cavalry early in those 2 games really crippled him, but that's the end of that. Ta takes the series 2-0. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you all in the next match.